Hello, my little ponies, and welcome back to another episode of Rune Factory Gardens of Azuma. In today's episode, we'll do just a little bit of discussion about the, the consequences, the possibilities, the, reasonable expectations on a world if something like NZT from the show and movie Limitless was actually a real thing.
Ah, I see.
The fictional drug that allows one to access, every memory that they have ever had?
Business from my mentor.
Yes.
Hey! What's up?
Yeah. The theoretical drug that allows you to access every memory you've ever had and to know everything that your brain could potentially access, running off of the old theory of we only use 10% of our brains. What if we used 100%? So, in the show, they take average guy who is, quote-unquote, immune to the side effects of NZT and he uses various knowledge he's picked up over a normal life, as well as knowledge gained specifically while on the job, to do remarkable things that other people can't do. But, considering that the immunity is not a genetic thing and is in fact just a different medication that makes one immune to the side effects of NZT, what if there's such a world with NZT and the medication to become immune to it, and somebody was able to, say, have someone essentially from birth just take NZT constantly and consistently. If they trained a person from birth to know everything. I mean, it's implied that one on NZT can learn an entire language within the span of a day. Implied, not directly stated, but implied at least. So, I mean, how many languages are there? Less than 100? By the time, this baby is 3 years old, they could be fluent in every language, know advanced mathematics, by 3 years old, they can have insane and incredible amounts of knowledge beyond that of, a typical adult would have.
What?
And if this child were to keep taking NZT...
What?
Okay, there are roughly 7,000 languages in the world.
Okay, I was off by a little bit, so, it might take a few.
Bit.
Well, okay. 7,000, wow. Does that include all the different dialects of language?
Hang on a moment here.
Good day.
Like the differences between Canadian, Britain, Australian, and American English.
I never thought I'd ever smile this.
I mean, yes, kind of, but it's just like there's a lot of things that's like where languages split. But yeah, I guess there's roughly
Thank you.
somewhere between 7,100 and 7,200 languages, distinct languages.
Right.
In the world.
Yes?
And that's just talking about spoken language.
So, okay, yeah, it would take a while to get all of them, but really,
it's you. Unbelievable.
Like 100 or so will cover most all of what you'll do language-wise, and then you can learn the others as you go along. But imagine what kind of life that this person would have.
Right.
If they were to,
What?
learn...
What?
Yeah. Well, of years of schooling could probably be condensed into, a week or so.
In theory, yeah.
But someone who knows essentially everything like that, what kind of job do you think that they would wind up having? Like, what do you think they would wind up doing with their lives? Why is it so foggy all of a sudden? I can't even think of things.
Hey, there you are.
It's an
What took you
interesting
so long?
question.
You're drunk already? My apologies, but Matsuri insisted that he join us.
Don't blame me. A party without Kai is no party.
So I did, but this is still awfully abrupt.
Sense schmense. Save the lectures for a more convenient date. I ain't got time for that right now.
She is a bang.
I feel a migraine coming on. Can't we have a drink in peace for once?
Easy now.
I see I'm not the only one you invited.
You bet. She's our VIP.
And you're fine with this? I am.
Then we'll keep inviting you back till you are.
Damn right. Quantity over quality.
Hardly a ringing endorsement of our gatherings.
Not that they seem to mind. Honestly, pay them no heed and join our revelry.
Whoa. So your fancy swordplay is all Imperial stuff, huh?
I first learned how to wield a blade back in the capital.
No wonder I've never seen a style like yours before. Pretty impressive.
You can say that again. You must have practiced like crazy.
I still have much to learn, and I doubt following that path would have ended well.
Come on, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, give yourself some credit. Few can claim to have stolen a victory from the great Matsuri. That hurt like hell, by the way. You even gave this Godslayer swing wha-bam!
Hey, you want to talk? Still, you
Wait, does she
packed
not
a
have a
serious
thing?
punch. Oh, that training paid off big time.
Indeed, your skills are the very peak of swordplay. You laid low every god here, minus Fubuki.
Matsuri,
Got something to say, Snowball?
I think you're all.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong? Do you feel unwell, perhaps?
No. My mind is clear as ever. Everything all right, Clarice?
Oh, are you still hung up on that sword tech you used on us? Oh, forget about it. That's all water under the bridge. Don't sweat it. We forgive you.
You... do?
Yeah, right, Kai?
Damn right. It's on the past now. Psh, don't worry about it. It's all good.
We forgive you. Just stop. Stop trying to excuse them. You all say the same thing. That's outrageous. How can you possibly overlook my many sins? I threatened everything you hold dear. Everything! Your ways, your homes, your very lives. Every one of your gods and their beloved followers. And yet, you simply turn the... I can't even... My apologies for ruining your... Clarice, wait!
Did I screw things up? She seemed so miserable. I just wanted her to...
It's not your fault, Matsuri.
We all fail to understand her feelings.
She seems so haunted by her.
Can't we do something to make her...
Good question. I want...
Well, okay then, anyway. So, like, I imagine that such a person would probably wind up being some sort of, like, world famous detective or whatever.
What is it? What is it?
What is it?
Someone who, you know, hunts down clues and solves crimes, but that's not important right now.
Haha.
So anyway,
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I think that we have a little bit of insight on L's backstory there then. And that probably explains a lot about his character.
Wait, what?
L? From Death Note?
You learned about L from Rune Factory.
No. Talking about that, L is a hypothetical person who had a drug like NZT, essentially from birth, and grew up with, all of the knowledge she could ever have had access to at all times. World famous detective. Actually, was it the top 3 best detectives globally?
Yes, he was all 3 of them, yes.
Saw, a few, was able to pinpoint the first public usage of Kira's killing ability from a news broadcast. Was it actually I think that was actually the first usage. In order to pinpoint that Kira was from the, was it Kyoto region of Japan?
The
and
Kanto
broadcasting
region.
Kanto region of
Yeah,
Japan.
he's from Pallet Town.
Yeah.
What? Nicely done.
And faked out Kira with a
What?
false L. I don't know. Is it worth watching through the show with the theory that L's on NZT?
Hey. What?
I don't know, I think the idea that him being on a performance-enhancing drug really lessens his character.
What? What?
Right. Phew. What is it? If you don't mind, I wish to ask you something. What is it?
Hey! Woo! I've been looking.
Hi, Zaza.
Lord Fubuki's been acting real funny lately.
Oh?
He's been giving folks icy glares. I don't know what happened.
Yikes. It's hard.
I sure hope the blight didn't infect him again.
Not yet. He's been.
We'll go check on him. Zaza.
Sure can.
Before I do that, though, let's chat.
Excuse me? What is it?
See, that was the thing that I said that I had to discuss.
What is it?
Gosh, it's been a few days since I've uploaded a Runes. What's happened? Let's see. We did a 4-hour archipelago together with other people. I didn't
look
record
any
that.
different.
Nope. It's the same as always. No sign
Had
of
an
any blight
inspection. Cleaned up the place. Had the inspection. They did not give 24-hour notice, like usual. It was, what was it, about 21.5 hours instead. Not 24-hour notice, like they are supposed to do.
Good. One less thing.
Halt!
Is that?
I don't sense anybody else, but
You stand within my garden. At whose behest have you trespassed?
what's the move? Maybe we.
I don't want to make a big deal out of this.
Answer me, or leave it.
It's me, Fubuki, but why the
What? Oh,
Well,
Forgive me. I didn't realize it was you. What brings you?
whoa, whoa, whoa. How about
Pardon?
At whose behest have you trespassed?
Okay, I'll tell you.
So,
say what?
I wanted to cultivate.
divine dignity?
Well, I'm glad to have earned, and yet
How do you mean?
everyone tends to treat me like a younger sibling.
So, you...
Isn't that a kind of short-sighted plan? Divine dignity is.
All I want is to be a god as amazing as Sister Spring. Please, you.
So that's what you want.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you ask the other gods for advice? I see the problem.
Fear not, Fubuki. You fool! When it comes to.
You certainly do act.
Excuse you! I am pure divinity made. In fact, one's attitude, words spoken with great confidence ring regardless.
Aha!
Precisely. That worship in turn grants us our divinity. There, if we act too familiar, then we become just another neighbor. A god who cannot command reverence risks losing their divinity, which then prevents us from performing our duties. And so, humanity and divinity.
However, one must still avoid overconfidence.
A poison.
But don't worry, Fubuki. Come to us whenever you need our aid.
What matters most is attitude.
And make sure you choose your role models wisely. We don't need two Kanatas around here.
I beg your pardon, just what are you
Ask others for help, but you've already done so.
Well,
I mean,
anyway.
thinking about what the other, seasonal, deities tend to do, they tend to get you to do the work. What he
Yes.
needs to do is learn how to delegate.
I mean, true. That is kind of true.
All right. Where shall we go today? I'll follow.
The inspector comes in. It's like, oh, hi, Clara. How are you doing today? Oh, I am exhausted. Oh, that's good to hear.
Is that actually what happened?
Yes, that's literally what happened.
In other words, they weren't actually listening to what you said.
Exactly.
Wow, what a hard boss fight, huh?
You see that? The black dragon seal and the white dragon's fur?
Uh-huh.
Those sell for roughly 10,000 each. And I got 7 of each, so 140,000. More or less.
Ah.
Actually, I think they sell for a bit even more. Do. Yeah, 11,500 each.
It's interesting how the seasonal gardening seems to be different between the different games.
Yeah.
This one you've got the individual towns of the seasons.
Yeah.
There's other ones where you had the the different dragons. Then there's the ones where you had to literally garden in the dungeon.
No. Wait, hold on. Rune Factory 1, it was in the dungeons. That was a selling point. You could farm in the different dungeons for them to be different seasons. Rune Factory 2 had the 4 different areas that you could access, and each different area was different farmland. Plus your home, wherever all of them have that. Rune Factory 3 was basically the same as Rune Factory 2. 4 different areas that you could access, and each one is a different season. Rune Factory 4 You have your main plot that you can expand quite a lot, and then there's 4 different seasonal areas out in the world to be found that you can fast travel to. Each one of those is a different season. Rune Factory 5 does not have seasonal gardens.
Oh.
You have your main garden, and the different dragons are all whatever season it actually is. They are not seasonal gardens.
Oh.
All right.
So how do you get seasonal plants in that one?
Starting in Rune Factory 4, I think Rune Factory 4, I don't think it applies in Rune Factory 3, so starting in Rune Factory 4, you can grow crops outside of their season.
Oh.
They just do better if you grow them in their proper season. So emery flowers in Rune Factory 4 and 5 don't have a season.
Hi. What are you doing? Hugo, don't sneak up on me like that. Whoops. And keep your voice. I don't think we need to worry about.
Found you, Kanata!
You were looking for Kanata?
Uh-huh. That's another win for me.
Oh, now you see. I was playing hide and seek. Then you came along and gave me the. This is my 5th loss in a row. I'm sorry. You think a simple apology? Do you want? Well, if you really. Yes, I think some sweets would do. Listen. Let's say this kind individual promised to buy us all Dango at Itoha's tea shop.
Really? Yay! Thanks. You must be the night.
Uh-huh.
How decadent! Rune would never let me partake in such a feast if she were here. Come now, no need to hold back. Eat as much as you like.
My god. They've had a lot of Dango.
It's not a buffet, you know.
You're gonna be alright. You've racked up quite the bill already.
Yes. I'll just have to tighten my belt starting tomorrow. Same for Wolby.
I'm rich! Okay, I can afford, what is this, 30 Dongos? Heck, I could afford 3,000 Dongos!
And it would
Keep those
it would barely affect your budget.
We're famished from a hard day of play.
How much is a Dongo? 200 G?
Oh.
Probably less.
So you were hanging out with them all day?
We became fast friends not too long. I always thought such but these little breaks have made me. My chats with them have revealed things I never noticed until now. That the nearby riverbank is on the verge of collapse, for example. Sometimes it takes a child's eye to see the finer details. Rune has resumed her work with renewed fervor ever since the incident at the shrine. She insists that I fear she may be biting off more than she can chew. I am so grateful. Thanks to you, I finally
You are the only one capable of accepting who you are. You and you alone.
You certainly have a...
We're done eating, Kanata! Let's go play
Yeah,
some
you're
more.
the one who can accept who you are, because no one else will.
Oh gosh.
Very well.
Who do you think you are, my therapist?
What game should we
Apparently.
play next?
Tag sounds like a fine idea to me. As for who shall be it, I nominate our dancer. Come, make haste!
Hello.
Hi. Hey, you're it.
All right. What is it?
Very funny.
Yeah, I thought so. Alright, nope. So, As you can attest, I've also gotten rather wrapped up in another new game.
Yeah, Peak.
What? No, we barely even played that.
Your amazing feats grow ever more impressive.
Maybe we'll all wind up playing it tomorrow. Who knows?
I mean, they were playing it
Find something?
tomorrow. We're still doing the
Hopefully we can put
archipelago.
it to good use.
Oh, right. We still have more of that to do.
Yeah.
Somehow. At least I'm, like, almost done. Although I'm not sure what checks I can still do.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Eliminate him.
But no, the Inkshade game. Did we do like 3 episodes of that today?
Your defeat
And
is
I kind of
imminent.
want to do more after I'm done with this.
I mean, I know you did 2 with me. Although I went to the bathroom for most of one of them.
Yeah. I think I did one before you started joining in as well.
Ah.
House
You know, I don't really know what your plan is for your upload schedule, so I don't know if this episode could come out long before or long after you start uploading those videos.
Okay, so Inkshade episode. So Saturdays are our new episodes. This episode of Runes is coming out at midnight. So Runes comes out at midnight, and I usually record for like the day of. Except I also have put up a few episodes of Lockdown Protocol for midnight releases. And I think episode 2 of Peak as well.
What did you get?
I did for last night.
Let me see.
Because you're in that archipelago and I couldn't record with the runes, and I was still all tired from all of the inspection stuff.
Yeah.
So the different days of the week for the new releases are supposed to be a set schedule, but it's mostly been the archipelago videos.
Well,
pretty consistently. Actually, if I double check in the
Uh-oh.
uploads. Yeah, it's mostly just been played up in archipelago. Because we've been recording a ton of that.
Lol.
So it's supposed to be that Sunday through Thursday have set uploads. Friday is supposed to be a miscellaneous, it could be whatever, and Saturday is always new. I have been keeping Saturday being something new. I'm pretty sure the first episode of Inkshade went up 8 hours ago and 5 minutes as of time of recording. As of right here now. So I'll probably wind up throughout the week uploading various episodes of Inkshade or Played Up or more archipelagos.
Right.
And if we find anything new to do for our Lockdown Protocol, or if we wind up playing Peak again, I guess those 2 games will join Runes in the midnight uploads in case I can't record Runes. Can't or don't want to.
Well, I guess here's a bit of good news, I guess. If we don't finish the archipelago tomorrow, it's likely that next Sunday, because I won't be here, you will be doing some Lockdown Protocol or Peak with the group.
If you find any items of exceptional rarity, I insist that you show them to me at once.
I liked doing our blind videos. Those are fun. And funny.
Yeah, we should do another one tonight. I've been feeling, lockdown
Very
urge.
brazen of you to challenge me.
Yeah. I don't know if we should necessarily do another blind one tonight, maybe, but I don't know if I want to do an hour of blind. If we can come up with some other ideas to do as well. Because, like, yeah, with the 2 of us, there isn't much we can do. But it doesn't matter what we set the tasks to. We can do every task at maximum in under 20 minutes.
Here,
That is true.
Even with someone joining into the lobby and kicking you out. To be fair, they did kick you out when you had like one thing left, but still.
Yeah.
You were able to do it.
Don't bother begging for mercy. I won't hold back.
Oh, I have an idea. Was pacifist dissident. We set it up to like one task, give ourselves, yeah. We set up to like just a few tasks, set up a dissident. Dissident isn't allowed to kill, but the dissident just has to try to keep the other one from actually finishing the tasks.
Okay. Now keep in mind, you know, we are, if it's just the two of us, we do know who's gonna be,
yeah,
you know.
like one of us is like, oh, hey, I'm the crew, I'm the one who actually has to do the tasks while you're trying to stop me. But we don't kill each other. And, like, any items that are specifically required for doing a task, I mean, you can attack someone to drop it out of their hands. Like, if we have to do delivery and someone's, like, just holding a package, haha, you can't get it, we can just hit the other to make them drop it.
Yeah.
Of course, but other than that, no violence. Just, you know, hiding stuff, moving things, messing with delivery, that sort of. Just generally messing with stuff.
One last push. Show them what we're made of.
I wish, yeah. What is like the
Amazing.
simplest way that we
Just
could
what
have
I'd
it,
expect from the one
where
who
we
bested
could
me.
make the other person drop something without necessarily risking
I
killing
feel as
them.
if I've grown.
So if we could figure that out, then we could also just add in,
Your
you know,
height hasn't changed at
knock
all.
stuff out of the other person's hands to try to steal them.
Not that small. Rune? Rune! Carry me on your shoulders!
Although I will say, I don't want to have to learn how to do scanner. Solo. Yeah, delivery would be...
Downright simple.
Like, I'm imagining we have it set to one task, but it's maximum. Trying to do pressure while the other person just keeps taking the canisters away.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if there's only one person trying to take away the canisters, I guess, yeah, as dissident, you would just try to take the threes and just run with them and hide them.
If you find
Just put them
any
as far
items of
away as
exceptional
possible.
rarity,
Then when they go to
insist that
take
you
the
show
three,
them
you
to
take
me.
the other three and run away with that, and... Alright. Yeah, see? Content! Are you content with that sort of content?
Yes.
Good. So no, yeah, Inkshade has been a lot of fun. Because you can, like...
Kurama, now would be a good time to engage in a little exercise. All you seem to do is play games, after all.
I occupy my time with much more than games. Naps, for example.
You indolent idol! When you start sprouting mushrooms, I won't pick them off you.
Somehow that strengthened my bond with both of them. I'm not sure how, but it did. I like it when you can have NPC followers and they talk to each other.
Yes.
So that definitely just makes it seem more alive.
Yep.
I think I mentioned this before. One of my favorite, or one of the funniest interactions that I saw in such a game.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Eliminate.
Was it, yeah, Trials of Cold Steel.
I tried to make it as painless as possible.
Was that it? Yeah. Something like that, anyway. Whatever. a game where you must have like this one main character, but then you can have up to 3 other people in your party. All supposed to be classmates, blah blah blah, whatever.
Did you find something? Hopefully you can put it to good use.
And when you're running around the map, you can have any member of your party as like the main, like running around as character.
Yeah.
So I picked one of the girls I had in the party to be the main running around character because the main character is a guy and I'd rather play as the girl.
Very well.
And
I must.
there's one part where and during this one mission, I went and climbed up a ladder because I had to for progression, whatever. And she starts like panting out of breath. And someone else in the party, also a girl for the record, said, "Huh, I wonder if that would be easier if you weren't carrying 2 giant weights." It's just...
Ultimate God Slayer.
And it's like, you only get that interaction if you play as the one girl and have the other girl in your party. But then, continue playing around, climbed up another ladder, she starts panting, and the other girl calls her out again with a different voice line. You'd only get the second time you have this character climb a ladder while you have that other character also in the party. It's just... And it's like little things like that that just make the games just feel so alive, because it's like, normally in games you just have people say like the same 3 to 5 generic voice lines over and over again. But when you can have various voice lines for... There's just something great about a game when it has so much content in it that the average player would not actually get it all in a regular playthrough.
Your amazing feats grow
like, you're not going to be doing every activity with each character as the main with each other character in the party. So there's going to be voice lines that you're just not going to get that other people might. Maybe someone just likes this one other character and wants them to be a main. Maybe they have, set up a party dynamic that's different. Maybe they want to go with like 4 attacking units and no buff or no defense.
Let me see.
Maybe someone else has a balanced party, or people playing with different party layouts and having a different one as the main when they do different things. Like, if somebody just had the main character be the main member of the party, thinking it doesn't really matter, because for the most part, really, it doesn't, they just wouldn't get those lines. And it's not like you're missing out on, like, important things. It's not like, oh, if you do this with this character, you get an extra potion or something. It's like, no, it's just a voice line. Like, mechanically, it doesn't matter.
This is but a fraction of my might.
It's like the ending of that one video game that I did where after you beat the final boss, you get like 5 different choices of what you want to do, and those lead to 5 different cutscenes. And so I went and I beat that boss 5 times to get the 5 different endings.
Don't you just love it when a game has different endings, but
you only get to choose
by just one choice at the end?
That's kind of it. Here's the thing, if the game advertises itself as having multiple different endings, and that's how the different endings are decided, it sucks. If the game doesn't advertise itself as having different endings, and you don't find out about them until right then, that's pretty neat. Was it Beyond Two Souls? What did it say? It said it has like 30 different endings. What it is it has like 4 different endings, and you can choose them after you beat the game. But it counts different endings like, oh, well, this character is now missing one finger. So that's a different ending. It's the exact same cutscene, except their model is slightly different.
Though your height hasn't changed at all.
And that was part of, like, the advertising for it. It's like 30 different endings. It's like, no, it's 4 endings.
Rune?
And it's like...
With variation.
On your shoulders.
Yeah.
This is but a fraction of my might.
Like, Bioshock's 3 separate endings were more interesting than that. Because, like, yeah, the variations of the endings had to do with choices that you made during the game that you don't necessarily know at a time will adjust, you know, the ending of the game. But, like, the biggest difference between endings is chosen after the game. It's basically, okay, you went through all this storyline. Which guy do you want to hook up with? And, like, which guy do you want to be with?
I'm
like...
sorry, you hook up with a guy at the end of Bioshock? What?
No. Beyond Two Souls.
Okay.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls, like, okay, you had all of this stuff. Now, which one of these boys do you want the main character to be with?
Don't bother.
I'm not 100% sure if none is an optional. But yeah, Bioshock has 3 endings. Did you know that? Or is that... You know some stuff about it.
I didn't know it had multiple endings, no.
Yeah. And you don't get to choose at the end. Technically... Okay, so you know about the Little Sisters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're basically filled with the atom that you need to buy plasmids and gene tonics and whatnot.
Thank you.
And how you can
I needed that.
Okay, right, okay. Well, I knew about at least 2 endings then.
Yeah, there's, if you harvest Little Sisters, you get the bad ending, but if you spare all of them, you get the good ending. If you harvest exactly 1 Little Sister over the course of the game, and spare or pass every single other one, you get the bad ending with a softer voice.
What?
Yeah, it's still the bad ending, but the narrator is, like, a bit remorseful towards you because you only need a bit of a mistake.
You know, that does remind me of a,
I'm getting tired.
No, really, the game... It doesn't explicitly say it, like, certainly not your first time playing through. But one of the, what was it here? One of the Valkyrie profile games, specifically the one for the DS, the one where you're not playing as the Valkyrie, basically, the mechanic in that game is... Well, first you have access to this ability for the first time in the tutorial mission, where what you have to do is sacrifice one of your allies, and that grants you access to, like, a superpower that you can use once per battle for the rest of the game, and also New Game Plus, which you will definitely be using because you basically need to do so to win the game.
Don't bother begging for mercy. I won't hold back.
Basically, there are 3... Yeah, there's 3 endings. And it's...
Your amazing feats grow ever more impressive.
If I recall correctly...
How's your final reckoning?
Well, first of all, you are put on the path to the bad ending if the next 2 people you recruit, you immediately, like, you sacrifice both of them in the chapter after you recruit them. Because basically, if I recall correctly, if you sacrifice 2 or more, you get the bad ending. If you sacrifice exactly 1, you get the mid ending. And if you sacrifice nobody, that's when you can be on the path for the good ending. But the issue is,
I needed that.
the party members you can recruit is actually different depending on what path you're on. So there's actually characters you can only recruit if you sacrifice those two characters that you get in like the first chapter where you have a choice. If you sacrifice both of those characters, then you can actually, start recruiting.
The bad characters.
Yeah, the C path.
Yeah.
This also means that if you want to get because each one gives you a different power.
If you want all of them, then you have to go through all the paths and 3 different games.
Well, here's the thing. If say you're in path A or B, after the first chapter, well, first of all, if you sacrifice more than one person in a chapter, after that point, you'll get immediately stopped by one of the gods and get a non-standard game over.
Underestimate the enemy. Eliminate them.
Because you've drawn too much attention to yourself. So you can only shift. You can only, if you do one, you can shift down to the next path.
But you can't just do 2 at once and go straight from B to C. You can go from A to B, wait a chapter, go from B to C.
I'm getting tired.
Basically, yeah. The storyline that you follow for each chapter is set by whatever path you're on at the start.
Right, so if you sacrifice someone at the very beginning of a chapter, it won't change that chapter.
Yes. But you will basically be forced into a path starting with the next chapter.
Good. That should sustain me for now.
And, but this means that you have to go all the way through the, A path. Okay, there is one more chapter after recruiting, like, the last people that you can, where it's sort of a war segment, where I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't gone and tested this. I think you can sacrifice as many as you want in that chapter. However, here's the thing. If you're in the C path, the final battle is you fight the Valkyrie and every party member you sacrifice. In the mid path, if I recall correctly, I believe you fight the Valkyrie and the friend that you sacrificed in the tutorial. Well, either that or you fight her and your father. It's one of the two. Right, I think it's your father is what it is.
Don't think you've bested me
In the
yet.
A path, the friend that you sacrificed actually just comes back to help you, fighting the actual final boss. But yeah, basically you need to go through so much of the story. And here's the weird thing: the chapter that results in you recruiting the person you get
Keep it up.
for the A path, the very last one. It's interesting because he is definitely the most evil character that you can recruit from any of the paths for that chapter. The C path, you can recruit a pair of grieving parents. Because the start of that chapter is the eldest son of a family is dead. So the C path, where you're already getting the bad ending, you can recruit the parents. In the mid path, you recruit their 2 other children. In the A path, you recruit the guy who killed the guy.
You don't recruit the child that is now just not killed.
No, like the chapter starts off, the child, like, well, a child, but an adult.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story starts off, they're dead. But the way that chapter ends on the A path is you end up recruiting
the murderer.
Well, technically, he didn't kill it outright, but he's a behind-the-scenes manipulator who's been setting up a lot of political events, basically affecting that chapter and the previous one, I believe. Because it turns out, yeah, he framed other people for stuff and manipulated other people into killing the guy, and is just taking advantage of the political situation. Yeah, he's the last guy you recruit for the good ending.
Well then.
However, right. So, technically, I guess it's chapter 3 that actually sets up which path you're actually going to be on. Well, that is the starting point, because chapter 1 is the chapter where you actually recruit the first 2 party members. Chapter 2, you actually just have to choose. You just straight up choose blindly which side of a political conflict you're going to take. And even then, you don't even know that when you're making that choice.
Check. Your defeat is imminent.
But that is the path where you can finally start sacrificing party members. Because it has to be a trusted party member. Somebody you've formed a legitimate bond with. It can't just be someone you just started working
that you just found.
Exactly.
Did you find something?
You can't marry someone you just
Hopefully
met.
You, can put it to good
You also
use.
can't bury them either. But,
Wait,
I want to play that game again. It is a good game.
Be my butterflies.
I also want to play Valkyrie Profile again, and try to actually make further, like, the original one. Try to get
Is
further
that the
in
one
it.
with the you have to kill an exact certain amount of people or encounters, whatever, and if you kill too many, then you don't get the best medal or something?
I don't think so.
You sound like you absolutely do not know what I'm talking about, but you've told me about it, like, on, like, 3 separate occasions.
About the original Valkyrie Profile?
About whatever game that I do not know the name of, that in the original Japanese you had to kill, like, 9999 encounters.
Yeah,
but
no,
then
that
for
has nothing...
English,
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Where you have to,
defeat an exact number of encounters, and if you kill one too many, then you go from gold to silver, and you can never get gold again. Because they made it that you have to kill exactly that many encounters, not that many or more, when they changed it from the maximum amount to a whole lot less.
Yeah, that's a completely different game.
Whee. Also, Azura, stop profiling Valkyries!
So yeah, I've never actually completed the original Valkyrie Profile. Well, I never actually technically played the original one because that was on PS1 and that is so expensive. The one I played was the PSP remake.
Don't bother begging for mercy.
But unfortunately, I do not currently have a working PSP.
One last push. Show them what
Well, you know emulators exist.
You're right, I should look into that. It'd be neat if I could get an emulator to play PSP games on my Switch.
I needed that.
Because thinking about it, the
don't think
Switch...
you can do it.
I mean, the Switch is basically just, you know...
A handheld console.
It's just a big PSP.
It's a handheld console. The PSP was really nice because you could, like, turn it off for as much as 3 days and it would just actually just be sleep mode.
Yeah.
And you could just resume the game exactly where you were. Because I still remember playing Game Boy Color, playing Pokemon, and like just in the backseat of the car, oh, at the grocery store, you have to stop playing your game now. You're actually supposed to stop playing it 5 minutes ago, but we didn't tell you about that. You're supposed to be watching, know exactly where we're going, even though we didn't tell you, know where the store is, and know that you're supposed to stop playing it before we get into the parking lot, so you can hide it. Otherwise, people will be watching when you hide it in the vehicle, and they'll break in just to steal your Game Boy.
As the wind.
Okay, now that... I hate that sort of logic, because here's the thing. If someone's already gonna break into a car, they're gonna steal the car!
Well, that's what I was told as a kid. They'll watch you. if you just put it on the seat and don't hide it, then they'll break in just to steal it. But if they, like, if you don't hide it before you get in the parking lot, they'll see you parking. They'll look in the window at you while you're stopped, invisibly, of course, because they're not actually right there. They'll use binoculars to watch you in this car, in this parking lot, see where you hide it, or see that you have it, see where you hide it, then break in and take it.
See, here's the other solution to that.
And you can't just
put it
take
in
it
your
with you.
pocket when you go into the store.
No, I'm not allowed to bring it. Wasn't allowed to bring it in with me. I had to hide it. I also wasn't allowed to just sit in the car and play.
Okay, well,
no,
that part I do understand. There is a law against doing that.
Yeah.
Just leaving an unattended kid in the car, yeah.
I remember one time my dad left me unattended, just in a car. I was like, I don't know, 16 at the time. So, you know, not illegal. We were on a work trip. We were going down to Calgary for the weekend. It was like, what, Friday or Saturday or something? I think it was Saturday. We woke up really early so we could drive down, be in Calgary, and I was going to hang out with a friend all weekend long. And my dad had work stuff. We were in a work truck. Not like, you know, big, like, normal truck. Like, truck, but for work. Drive down, all the way down to Calgary. My dad, parks on the street and gets out to, you know, do some work stuff. And then I'm just sitting there, whatever. I see this big truck backing out of a parking lot, and my dad knew that those trucks were in there and parked, like, quite a ways down. The truck backs out of the parking lot, like, fully backed out, and on the street that I'm on now, and keeps backing up, and keeps backing up, and keeps backing up, and keeps backing up, and then thuds into the truck that I'm sitting in. Like, you know how big those big trucks are, right? It moved an entire truck length further back than it had to, and then some, to hit the truck that I was sitting in. And, like, the parked truck that I was in jolted back at least, like, a solid foot. And then Dad gets back into the truck. Dad knows what happened. He doesn't blame me. He blames the person who drove the big truck, obviously. We had to drive all the way back home. No weekend trip. Did not even get to see my friend because some random bozo backed into our truck. And for some reason, with the dented truck, we couldn't go and do the work stuff anyway. The entire work trip was canceled because of that. I don't know why precisely it all had to be canceled, but it was. But anyway, yeah, Right, you were talking about the Valkyrie and sacrificing people, and it made me think, gosh, isn't it just so sad when you have a game and you come to really know your party members and stuff, and then someone has to be, like, sacrificed, like, in the last fight or something? And it's, like, it's one thing if it's, like, a scripted, oh, this character always winds up dying at the end, no matter what. But I think it's even sadder if it's, like, your choices got to, like, change who dies. So, like, you could know going into it that someone has to die, but you don't even necessarily know who it's going to be. And, like, there's a game where, like, at one point, one of your party members winds up betraying you, and someone will always betray you at this point, and it's whoever you have, like, the least social with. And then if you find out who it is, reload your save, take all of the gear off of them, and then play through, they'll still betray you, but now the person who's their new boss gives them some new high-end gear to betray you with, because you took all of their stuff. And tried to be clever by...
Black Closet.
Pardon? No, not Black Closet.
Yeah, that one has the Betrayer, right?
No, it's a different game. Anyway, I remember one game I'm totally blanking on the name right now. We're on the final boss fight. The boss has a special move that it can use during the fight where it, like, rings a bell, and then you have to pick which one of your party members dies. It cannot be countered, it cannot be dodged, it cannot be avoided. One of your party members dies.
Dang.
And then, yeah, you just have to choose a party member and they're just dead. And this game has permadeath. You've built up these characters from level 1 to high enough level to fight the final boss, and one of them is just guaranteed to die. Actually, I lied. 2 of them are guaranteed to die because the boss does the move twice.
Oh, jeez.
If you don't kill it fast enough, it will use the move a second time, and you have to choose a second party member to die.
Aren't video games fun?
Certainly, it's something I've been wanting to incorporate into, like, a final boss fight for, like, Dungeons and Dragons. Where it's just, oh yeah, villain, charges up, the spell of death, or whatever, and the party, maybe they've researched it and know that it can kill someone, and it's like, okay, like, get our, protection against death effects, or good saving throws, whatever. It's like, the bell tolls. Choose a party member. They will die. No saving throw, no resurrection. Your character will die. And, like, on the one hand, like, you could be a harsh DM and just say, like, oh, okay, everyone choose a party member. Like, no. First, like, the first take is, you, the DM, decide which party member dies. So you'd be like, oh, you're the anti-mage who's countering the mage's spells. You will die. A harsh DM will let the party choose a party member, not tell them what it's for, and then say, okay, that one dies. And that would be really mean as a DM. Mean but fair is choose a party member, they will die. Tell them outright that they are choosing who among the group should die. I don't remember if this was actually a game that I played, a game I read about, or just something I wanted from a game. But, like you were saying about Valkyrie Chronicles and, like, sacrificing party members to get, like, a huge power boost and stuff, imagine there being such a thing in, like, the final battle, like, against, like, the final boss, like, some weapon or whatever. Like, you can, really hurt the final boss, but someone has to sacrifice their life for it, and of all the party members you've accumulated, you have to choose who dies for it. And of course, the ending changes based off of who winds up getting sacrificed and stuff. But then you could also just say, no. I refuse to let anyone die for our cause. And it's... So if you choose not to sacrifice someone, and you fight the boss, and no one winds up dying in the fight either, that's how you get a different ending altogether. Not just by choosing not to sacrifice someone, but actually living. This just makes me want to play,
Yes?
Oh, wait. Himiku Satori. This just makes me want to play, Himiku Satori again. A game where you can wind up getting probably over 100 party members over the course of the game. And play with... I'm not sure necessarily all of them, but probably all of them at once. Wait, is that Derpy?